Hallo iedereen, welkom bij deze nieuwe video van Pjeter. Leuk dat erbij zijn, hebben we weer een nieuwe video. Vandaag gaan we het hebben over FIFA 23. Jawel, ik heb er weer zin in. Ik hoop je ook er zin in hebben, want de FIFA Ultimate Team trailer die jullie waarschijnlijk al gezien hebben, staat nu online. We gaan het checken. Ik ga mijn mening geven over de game. En ik hoop dat jullie er zin in hebben. Heb jij hem al gepreorderd? Laat het weten in de reacties. En dus ja, de Ultimate Editie en welk platform gaan we spelen. Ik ben heel benieuwd wat jullie gaan doen. Okay, let's get right into the video.
Hello everyone, we're here with our ultimate team producers to give a special presentation on what's new to FIFA 23.
Oké, ik ga het nu al zeggen. Waar de fuck is die ene guy van Nederland? Waar de fuck is hij? Waar is hij? Waar is hij dan?
Over to you, team.
Thanks, Derek. We are here with Richard and Aslan from the development team to talk about everything new in Ultimate Team. So Aslan, let's start with you. What are you most excited about in FIFA Ultimate Team this year?
You know, there's no question. It has to be FUT Moments.
Right.
It's our brand new mode. It's going to give players a new way to play, a new way to earn rewards. And it's totally different from anything we've done before.
Ik vind nog steeds dat die Vinicius kaart zo laag is eigenlijk. Ik ben geen fan van Real Madrid of zo, maar ik vind het wel een beetje laag. 80 rated. Ik zeg het je wel.
It's going to be single player, fast, fun, bite-sized scenarios with a ton of variety and unique challenges.
Bite-sized, so that means that we can play...
Dus basically moet je dus eigenlijk gewoon, challenges doen om dit zeg maar te doen of zo. Challenges? Als ik goed begrijp, challenges score a goal in the box. En dan krijg jij wat stars of zo, dat is eigenlijk hoe het is. Maar voor zover ik weet, kan je dit zeg maar met FUT Moments, kan je dus, omzetten in packs. Zoals je hier ook ziet. En dat is eigenlijk best wel dope als je erover nadenkt. Dat is eigenlijk best wel nice. En voor de rest, ja, wat is nog meer laten zien? De chemistry redefined.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest changes we've ever made. In 23, we're totally...
Voelt al steeds zo raar om te zien eigenlijk.
More variety than ever in how you build your squad. So we focused on making it more authentic with how we're doing positioning, more intuitive with how your players are going to link on the pitch.
Niet een beetje
and really just enabling a lot more.
Het voelt gewoon gek dat je gewoon Harry Kane, dat zou ik niet eens gebruiken trouwens, maar dat kan ook op mij leggen, samen naast Mbappé neerzet. Dat voelt heel gek. Ik zeg heel eerlijk, het is ook best wel gek eigenlijk, als je over nadenkt, ja.
And variety when it comes to building your squad.
Now, one thing I noticed about this screen is that there are no cam lines.
Yeah, that's right. So positional links are gone. Players can now link across the entire pitch. Your left back and your right back are linked. Your goalkeeper and your striker. If we look at Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, this is an iconic duo, a real threat in the Premier League. In 23, they can now build chemistry towards each other. And the same thing works when you're building hybrid squads. You'll be able to link up your striker, let's say Mbappe, with your defenders from PSG or France or Ligue 1. So there's a lot more options now when it comes to building interesting squads with more variety, instead of having to rely on neighboring links and green links.
So I'm noticing that every player has 3
Does
that represent the chemistry?
Yeah, so players can now have between 0 and 3 chemistry, 0 being the minimum and 3 being the maximum.
So one thing I also see on this screen is the left panel. Does that help you figure out how much chem you're getting?
Is dat Davies gedowngrade?
Yeah, so
ik dacht hij hoger was eigenlijk.
Be your reference point for how you build chemistry. Each nation, each club, each league in your squad will be represented in this left panel, and you'll build chemistry towards the thresholds for each of these. As you add players, you'll start working towards these thresholds and unlock chemistry for that nation, league, or club.
All right.
So are there any changes to positioning?
The first big change is that most players will have a secondary position. And the secondary position is based off of where they play in the real world.
So let's take João Cancelo, for example. Sometimes he plays at left back for Man City, and then other weekends he plays at right back. So you'll have a secondary position.
So I think that's the perfect example. For the first time, you can now position change from the left side to the right side of the pitch, or vice versa. That means Cancelo could switch from being a right back to being a left back in your squad. And it's also a really cool way that we can differentiate unique players.
Hij is ook een left back, maar dat kan ook aan mij leggen.
City, you can now reflect that in-game as well.
So can players have more than one alternate position?
Heel vet.
Yeah, so players can have up to 3 secondary positions, and most will have at least 1. If a player is out of position, they will always have 0 chemistry. And at 0 chemistry, there are no more negative attributes. They're still going to play at least as good as their base stats. So already you've got a lot more options for trying out players without having to rework your entire squad.
So now let's talk about icons and heroes. How do they help with the chemistry of the team?
Zo is daar mijn hand.
So icons and heroes always give a unique benefit to your team, and that's not changing with 23. Icons and heroes, as long as they're in the right position, will always be at full chemistry. On top of that, icons will count as 2 players towards their nation, and heroes will count as 2 players towards their league.
Aha.
If you play an icon or hero out of position, they're going to be at 0 chemistry. Now remember, at 0 chem, players won't have negative attributes.
Hey, van Persie, hey, Nederlander, hey. Leuk.
So they're always going to play at least as good as their base stats. So you can try out icons and heroes out of position if you just want to see what they play like in that squad.
So everybody's been talking about crossplay, and I want to know, how is that going to affect FIFA Ultimate Team?
So what that means for us is that we're adding crossplay to all of our 1v1 modes.
Oh, ik zeg je heel eerlijk, ik ben wel benieuwd. Gaat dit een goede crossplay zijn of niet? Laat ook weten in de reacties als jij denkt dat het een goede crossplay gaat worden. Ja of nee?
If you're playing on the same generation of consoles as someone, you're going to be able to match up with them. So that means our PlayStation and our Xbox users are finally going to get to battle head-to-head. What that also means is that we're introducing crossplay to our friendlies modes as well. Yeah. So if you have friends and you want a bit of a friendly competition from platform to platform, you're going to be able to do that now.
And what does that mean for the transfer market?
We have one global transfer market for most players. So if you're a FUT trader, you should pay attention to this because it means there's going to be more content for you to play with and more people who are going to be competing on the transfer market as well.
So in terms of draft, FUT champions, and rivals, will that be crossplay as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our 1v1 head-to-head modes are going to be crossplay.
Top of that, we're also
sick. Voor de rest, ja, customization, dat boeit me niet zoveel. World Cup mode, daar ben ik wel heel benieuwd naar. Dus laten we daar nog even naar gaan kijken. Ik ga je er heel snel doorheen. I know. Maar als je er gewoon een normale video wilt zien, linkje staat in de beschrijving. Let's go.
Anything coming for FUT?
We are gonna have the World Cup in FUT this year, but I can't really say anything else, so stay tuned.
Dat is wel jammer.
Well, I mean,
dat is wel jammer.
Everything you want, but you did get a lot of great new details on FIFA Ultimate Team in FIFA 23. We heard about the brand new mode, FUT Moments, a brand new chemistry system that's going to redefine the way we play Ultimate Team, crossplay functionality, and of course, visual customization that is going to make your stadium look incredible. Aslan, Richard, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to FIFA 23. And back to you, Derek.
Cheers, everyone. Stuart and I will
make sure... Het gaat een experience worden, kan ik je vertellen. Ik denk echt dat dit wel een goede game gaat worden. Ik heb er gewoon vertrouwen in, chat. Ik heb er gewoon oprecht vertrouwen in. Want ik denk ook gewoon dat deze game kan gewoon niet fout gaan. Het kan niet fout gaan. Nou, wat kan er fout gaan? Best wel veel eigenlijk. Servers kunnen eruit liggen, heel veel andere meuk. Maar ik ben zeer positief over deze trailer van Ultimate Team Deep Dive. Ik ben zeer benieuwd hoe het gaat zijn. Ik hoop dat jullie er ook zin in hebben. Laat het inderdaad weten op welk platform jij gaat spelen. En of je hem gepreorderd al hebt of niet. Laat het vooral even weten. Of als je nog wacht, kan natuurlijk ook. Is allemaal mogelijk. Dankjewel voor het kijken naar deze video. Ik hoop dat je het leuk vond. Het linkje van de volledige video staat in de beschrijving. Die kan je gewoon checken. En ik wens jullie allemaal nog een hele fijne dag. Hey, houdoe hè. Volg me ook op Twitch. Hey, check ook even een andere video hier ergens in beeld of zo. I don't know, zou ik zeggen. Check ook gewoon wat leuks. Hey, houdoe hè. Joejoe.